If your clients have heard of environmental insurance but don't think they actually need it, here are 9 themes to challenge that. Firstly, environmental issues can be expensive, time-consuming, reputational damaging, and are likely to increase in the future. If a business's board decides not to purchase environmental insurance, it should understand what it is they're not purchasing. That way, it's an informed decision, should they need to explain it to stakeholders like investors, clients, media, or staff after an environmental incident. Second, if they think environmental damage is covered by their public liability insurance, then they need to think again. Pollution can happen very slowly, underground, undetected for years, and if it hits a water source like a stream, then they could be in big trouble, and none of this is covered by public liability. Third, environmental regulators are active and powerful. They can close you down, and if they find pollution and think you've caused it, it's up to you to prove you didn't. This is specialist work that's covered by environmental insurance. To complicate things, environmental laws are still developing, and environmental insurance covers any future changes in regulations as well. Fourth, if you do have an environmental incident, it's not a case of writing a check and walking away. If you've damaged a protected site or species, you're going to be responsible for restoring it back to its original condition, which can take years. Environmental insurance pays for the specialists to take care of this for you, no matter how long it takes. Fifth, damage the local environment and you'll get a lot of local publicity. Environmental insurance demonstrates the company had thought about its responsibilities beforehand. It gets the mess cleaned up as soon as possible, and it can also provide professional PR support to contain the reputational damage to the business. Sixth, you don't have to be a manufacturer to need environmental insurance. Landowners and property companies can be liable for damage caused by tenants, neighbours, or from old historical activity on their sites. You can even cause environmental damage without pollution, by fire or heavy machinery. All of this can be covered by environmental insurance. Seventh, contaminate someone else's property, and it's more than just the costs of cleaning it up. You could be liable for any injuries, damage, their loss of use, and business interruption. And there's also the costs of cleaning up your own site after pollution and your own business interruption costs while it's being cleaned up. Environmental insurance covers all this. Eighth, your own directors, managers, and supervisors can also be exposed. Individuals can be prosecuted for environmental offences with maximum penalties, including prison. Environmental insurance covers investigations, defence costs, settlements, and any legal proceedings. Ninth, environmental insurance isn't just about what happens after an environmental incident. It's also about stopping one from happening in the first place. Businesses have to react immediately to the threat of environmental damage and do whatever they can to prevent it. Environmental insurance pays for the experts, the equipment, and the materials, so businesses can prevent it happening as soon as possible. Thanks for listening. If you'd like to know more about selling AIG's environmental insurance, ask about our Environmental Sales Playbook.